it's Toby's grandma with Grandma's Toys, and I have a project to show you today that is so fun, so beautiful, and so easy you can do it yourself with just a few materials. Would you like to turn a plain clear glass plate into a beautiful plate like this? Or would you like to turn a plain glass plate into a beautiful plate like this? I'll show you how. Here's what you need. A plain glass plate. I got some of these plates at Goodwill. They're about $1 a piece. But you can go to the dollar store and get them for $1 a piece there too. They're pretty easy to find. You also need a piece of tissue, the kind of tissue that you use in a gift bag. This is the kind of tissue I use to make the floral plates. It would be pretty in butterfly tissue paper or something with a stamp on it. I picked out this tissue for this project because it reminds me of Easter. It's pink and it's polka dot, and I think it would be so nice on the Easter table. The third thing is my all-time favorite craft supply, Mod Podge. I think you could use white glue, but if you have the opportunity to go to the craft store and get a bottle of Mod Podge, you can use it for so many things, plus a little sponge brush to spread the Mod Podge on your plate. Okay, I'm ready to start. First thing I did was wash this plate after I brought it home from the store. Sometimes glass comes with a little bit of a film on it when you buy it, and you want to make sure that especially the bottom is completely clean before you attempt your project. I also cut out a piece of my tissue that is just big enough to cover my plate with a little bit of overhang all the way around. I'm ready to glue my plate. I'm going to cover the bottom of my glass plate with Mod Podge, making sure that there aren't any spots left unpainted, unglued. I want to make sure the rim has Mod Podge all the way around. Like my other projects, I want to make sure there are no big globs of Mod Podge. That is just painted on very smoothly and consistently around the plate. Okay. I'll take the tissue and put the brightest side down because that's the side I want to show through my plate. I centered it in the middle. It's fragile. Tissue paper is delicate. So first of all, I'll press it onto the glue on the center of the plate, bottom of the plate, and then I'm going to touch it around this rim. I don't want any gaps when I'm done where the tissue doesn't touch the glue. Now that it's touched all the way around the rim, I'll work my way around the plate, pushing the tissue down onto the glue carefully, trying to keep it as smooth as I possibly can. Because the plate is curved, there are going to be creases in the tissue, but you want to keep those to a minimum. All the way around, touching the glue, making sure the tissue is touching the rim all the way around. Isn't that pretty? It's pretty already and it's not even done. I'm going to set this plate aside for a couple of hours to dry. If I was doing this project in the evening, I think I'd let it dry overnight. I'm going to set it upside down on this glass to dry. Here's a plate that I glued earlier. It's completely dry. So I will cut away any paper that isn't glued down. Just going along the edge of the plate. Just cutting around the edge of the plate a little bit at a time. Almost done. There. Now that the paper is cut away from the edges, I'm going to put one more layer of Mod Podge on the bottom of the plate to seal the paper. Be sure to cover the whole plate. Because of these creases in the paper, it's a little trickier to get all of the paper glued. This is why it's important to let the plate dry completely when you put the first layer on. So you're putting the second layer on top of a completely dried layer of Mod Podge. Set this aside again for a couple of hours or overnight to dry. Don't use your new plate for hot or messy foods. Don't use it as a dinner plate, but use it as a serving plate for appetizers or treats or snacks or desserts, dry foods. And when you're done, clean it with a little soapy water and dry it completely. Don't put it in the dishwasher. The Mod Podge will act just like Elmer's glue and all your work will come off. If you are very unhappy with the way your plate turned out, soak it in a little pan of hot water, clean it off, wash it again, and start again with a new piece of tissue. Here's some ways you can use your plate. If you collect plates and have a plate stand, you can display it. You can fill up your plate with cookies or brownies, serve them to your family or friends, or take them as a gift to someone else, and they can keep the plate. You can put your plate on your nightstand or your dresser, a place to keep your jewelry or change. I did some matching plates with the spring pink polka dot tissue, 2 small and 1 large, and I am so happy with the way they turned out. I think they'll look very pretty on my Easter table. So whatever size or style you decide to make, I hope you have fun making your own personalized plates. Thanks for watching Grandma's Toys.